Really involved with the Giants yesterday. I just wanted to get your initial reaction on Ian Watson moving on.
Yeah, look, really disappointing. It's never nice when somebody loses the job. Somebody obviously I've been working with and under, and somebody I respect as a person and as a coach. I've been around rugby league long enough and sport to realise it's just the nature of the beast that unfortunately when results don't go your way, things happen. More just disappointed really. But we as a club have just got to try and pick up some wins on the back of it.
And have you spoken to Ian since the news broke yesterday?
Yeah, I spoke to him obviously when the news broke. It was the first person I rang really, just to see if he were all right and offer me condolences and just see how we were going as in himself really, more than anything else, rather than talk about rugby. I spent three odd years talking to him about rugby, so I'm more just talking about how he is really and how he's feeling, and yeah, obviously he's disappointed, which he would be.
And how have the squad reacted to it?
Yeah, again, I think there's been a little bit of a responsibility really taken by not only myself and the other coaching staff and the players. We all sort of feel a little bit responsible. We're in this together, and professional sport in one man. If when you win together. When you lose together. So we kind of feel a little bit of a responsibility, a little bit of a burden has been placed upon us really, with the fact that we've probably let him down a little bit, all of us, and disappointed. But we're professional, they're professional athletes at the end of the day, and they know that you've just got to get back on the horse, and we've got a game tomorrow to concentrate on, think about.
It was such a heavy defeat and such a painful one to take last time out. And, Ian Watson was very honest and quite brutal in his assessment of the performance. He kind of questioned the desire and the attitude of some of the players. Does that kind of give them a bit of fuel to prove that they do care passionately about this club and want to take it forward for the rest of the season? Yeah,
fingers crossed. Look, whenever you step out on the field, you as professional athletes, you want to give it your all. You want to give 100%, leaves no stone unturned, and really go after the game and meet it front on. And we felt like as a group we didn't do that last week. So fingers crossed, there is a response this week.
What changes then can you make in the short term, certainly, to try and get the form going again?
Yeah, look, it's very difficult. We know with unfortunately, from my perspective, with the week's pretty much been played out. The training all been done. The team selection have pretty much been selected, and it's more a case to really just try to lift a little bit of morale, try to get the boys to play with some pride for each other, for themselves as the individual, for the friends and family that come and support them each week, and for the Huddersfield badge. I'm very passionate about this club, and it's a club that's shown a lot of faith in me over the years and been really good to me, and I just want to try and put out a side really that like I say, that puts in 100% effort, week in, week out, and the results inevitably take care of themselves. If you put that in, it's the situation that we're in at the moment. I sort of said to the lads, it's not really about, at this moment in time, it's not about the result. It's about putting your best foot forward, doing what's right for you, for the lad at the side of you, and for the shirt you're wearing, and inevitably the results take care of themselves.
Well, that's it. They must collectively feel that they're better than results like last weekend. I know there's been problems with injuries, and there's been new faces coming in and kids getting their first opportunities. That never makes it easy, but collectively they must feel that they're better than being beaten 48-0 by anybody. Oh,
of course. The squad we've got, and you look, and it's not an excuse. Every team goes through it. You have injuries, you have issues off the field that certain players are coping with, and that's no different to any squad in Super League. It's about sticking together and doing, and like I said, just doing your job when you go on the field, putting your 100% effort in for the block at the side of you, for yourself, for your teammates, like I said. And yeah, look, when we go up against the likes of Warrington, we're not a 48-0 side. That's not the difference in the squads. No way, shape or form should that be the difference. And and fingers crossed we can put a few wrongs right tomorrow.
In terms of that then, how do you approach the game against Lee? As you say, in some ways an awful lot of the preparation had already been done and then this news came. So can you tweak anything last minute, or will you stick to the game plan that you've been working on?
Oh, there's been a few little tweaks, just a few little tweaks. I put my own spin on things on the team, and like I say, it's very difficult when you've had a full week of training. The team's nearly been selected, and we've got a lot of injuries. You know, there's not a lot of the options that are coming in are young lads from the academy. But you know, if it just gives a young lad an opportunity, then great. But yeah, a lot of it's just been about the rather than the technical and tactical side of things. It's been more about the togetherness, the effort, the enthusiasm, just putting all them things in place and trying to get that sort of fire burning in the bellies.
And there is still an awful lot of rugby to be played. You're not a million miles off the top six. So do you believe it is still salvageable if you can just start getting a run of form together?
Of course. Look, I spoke to the boys this morning about, you know, in a very similar situation at Wigan when I were only a young lad at the time, and Stuart Raper got the sack, and Mike Gregory, you know, one of my former really good coach that I had throughout the academy at Wigan, took over and went on a sort of 10-game unbeaten run and managed to get to the grand final. There's a lot to play for this season still, and if we pick up a few wins, start getting some points on the board, start getting some players back from the physio room, then look, yeah, nothing's impossible. But it needs to, we probably can't look too far in front. We need to concentrate one game at a time, and actually, rather than looking at the results, actually just look at the effort and desire and the working hard for each other. That's what I'm focusing on at the moment.
Last couple from me then. You mentioned the injuries and the amount of players you've got in the treatment room. Is there anybody going to be back available this weekend that you can let us know about?
No. Unfortunately, no.
Because you don't know, or because you're not telling me?
It's not that I'm not telling you. It's got nobody back. Yeah, unfortunately, we're probably picking up more injuries. We're probably losing more players than we are bringing more back. So, no, at this moment in time, we're pretty much, we are what we are.
And inevitably, you know, things move very quickly in this sport, as you said. Ian Watson's gone. No doubt people will be throwing their name into the hat. Are you going to be one of them? Would you fancy taking it on?
Oh, look, at this moment in time, honestly, I'm just concentrating on getting the team winning. I know people are going to be sort of been already asking me that question a lot. My sole focus is trying to get the team winning. What comes later on is probably something I'll deal with, but at this moment in time, my sort of short-term goal is just trying to get the performances improving and getting the lads really buying into each other and the team. What comes on the back, it's probably for a later date.
Thank you, Luke. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Hey, Luke. How are you doing?
I'm all right, mate.
Good stuff. You've obviously served a long apprenticeship. Do you feel ready for a head coach role?
Honestly, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I feel like if it is the time, like I said before, I'm not going to go too far into it. I'm not throwing my hat in the ring. I'm not throwing it into the ring. I think I've done a decent apprenticeship. I've worked under a lot of coaches during my playing career. I've worked under a lot of coaches during my coaching career now. And yeah, look, I think my knowledge of the game, yeah, I back myself, but it's not something that I've really thought about. This has obviously come about very quickly. My short-term goal is just to try and get some performances back from the group. Just try and get us performing well and playing well for each other.
Yeah, it's obviously sensitive when your old boss only went yesterday, so I guess you're just focusing on this game. But if you do next week decide that you want to throw your hat in the ring, it is an audition, in it, tomorrow at Leigh?
Oh, it's always an audition. You know, look, it's been an audition since I retired. You know, every week when I were a player in audition, you're putting your best foot forward and playing the best you can each and every week. You know, for yourself, for your teammates, and for your family. It's no different as a coach. You're constantly wanting to be the best version of yourself. I'm not really bothered about myself. I'm honest. You know, I've always sort of said that as a coach, I've took a leaf out of some of the greatest coaches I've ever worked under, and it was all about the playing group. We're all about trying to make that individual player better. We're always about making that group win games and try and get in finals and win for them. You know, whether I'm not really bothered about myself winning. It's more about the group of players. Hopefully I make them better people, better players, and as a coach, that's what I've always strived to do.
Yeah. There have been some discontent in the dressing room towards the end of Ian's time. What's your response to those claims? Is it something easy to throw at a team when you are going poorly?
Oh, it's very easy. Normally, it's discontent when you're losing games. I've been in teams when you're winning, every player's happy, and whether you're getting picked or not, generally players are happy when the team's winning, and when they're not winning, that's right. Players obviously become disgruntled. When you're getting beat 48-0 or you're not getting picked, or you're picking up niggles and knocks, then there's obviously a little bit of disharmony. But it's my job really to try and bring the group together, try and iron out some of those issues really, and just make us a unit that wants to play for each other, wants to play for the mate, and wants to play for the club.
Yeah, and I guess tomorrow's about the players showing that they are united and they do care about the badge, isn't it? Yeah,
of course it is, mate. Look, hopefully, when people see the way that I played the game, I put away my heart on my sleeve. I always played to the best of my ability. I always give my all. I give my all for my teammate at the side of me, for the group, and that's what I'm going to be preaching, to this group as well.